back in time to when flappers and the Great Gatsby and speakeasies were all the rage.
Yeah, we're checking back with Dina Kupfer, who is live in Davis, where some students are showing off what they have learned about the Roaring
Get it,
20s.
Dina.
I'm working on my little dance. Yes, good morning from DaVinci Charter Academy here in Davis. We are stepping back in time to the 1920s. Before we talk to one of the politician experts of this time, I want to show you just some of the amazing literature that came out of the 1920s and also the magazines. And this, my friends, a vehicle. Back in the 1920s, this was a Singer, the two-seater junior model, 135 pounds. That translates to roughly 170 US dollars. Can you imagine getting a vehicle for that cost today? And then over here we have the swimsuits. Look at this. The way that they're all designed and just laid out for you, they range anywhere from $5 to $6 for those one pieces, which actually kind of seems like a lot when the car was 175, right? But yes, we are here just kind of highlighting the juniors. This is one of the biggest projects that they will take on for the entire year. And they're inviting the whole community to come out tonight from 6 to 8 and learn a little something about the Roaring 20s. And our friend Josh here, he has set up his booth so nicely. If you will, step back in time. Josh, good morning to you.
Good morning to you too.
All right, so first of all, let's talk about what the big project you've all been working on, about 6 weeks in the making now. What have you all been tasked with doing this week?
Yeah, so throughout the last month and a half, we've been tasked with just researching and planning throughout the 1920s. We've been researching things like politics, economics, the Harlem Renaissance, and culture and sports. And we've just been a lot of planning, a lot of research, and just a lot of teamwork.
Yeah, and you all made these amazing magazines, which we want to highlight. I mean, some of these are just so well done. If you go inside and you open these up, the students were all working in groups here, and they have had to go through and really create incredible magazines that take you back in time. You really did focus in on the politics of the 20s. So we're going to put you to the test here, Josh. 3 of the presidents that were around in the 1920s. Go.
We had William Harding, Calvin Coolidge, and Herbert Hoover.
Okay, and you love politics. Something interesting that you found out during that time now, 100 plus years ago?
I found out about the very famous back then Teapot Dome scandal. It was basically William Harding was privatizing a lot of the oil industry. Yeah. So when that came out, it was a huge scandal, and it was just really interesting to learn and research about that.
So the students actually, it is a combined effort between history and English classes that they were able to bring what they've learned, bring them together for not only the public to enjoy a bunch of different booths tonight, but also these projects, the magazines that they created. Also, you were talking about some of the inventions that came out of the 1920s, which I might, for some at home, might not realize, oh, that's when that was invented. What were some of those items?
Things like the radio that was first invented or popularized in the 1920s, as well as the car. Ford made the Ford Model T back in the 1922, I believe. So a lot of, common commodities that we have now were just starting to come back and were considered luxuries back then. Yeah,
absolutely. It is so fascinating. Okay, so tonight the public can come out. Also, DaVinci Charter is accepting enrollment. If you have a student who's interested, you can come out tonight, 6 to 8 o'clock, learn about the 1920s, support all these students, and I'm told there will be a lot of costumes as well, as you can see here with our friend Josh. All right, well done. We'll send it back to you.
Can we just give Josh an A for the semester, because he nailed all of that.
Yeah.
He's very comfortable with the information.
You get an A from Miss Courtney Dempsey.
Nailed it.
Thank you.
Yeah, whatever the teachers give you, just know Good Day gave you an A.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dina.